There are a lot of reasons why Donald Trump won last fall's presidential election and a lot of reasons Hillary Clinton lost. Among them, the turnout rate of black voters declined for the first time in 20 years in the presidential election. Why? Dwayne Lindo is here with more. Dwayne.
Well, Alan, according to some, this is a complicated question. Some point to voter ID laws or economics. But one thing is for certain. Many community leaders are looking for numbers to rise in the future.
So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President.
After President Trump pulls what some experts call a huge upset in the 2016 presidential race, research polls find the voter turnout rate at more than 61% was higher than 2012. But for black voters, that wasn't the case.
A lot of African Americans, they kind of fell off or just wasn't that engaged like they were.
According to the Pew Research Center, the black voter turnout rate declined for the first time in 20 years in a presidential election, falling to 59.6% in 2016 after reaching a record high 66.7% in 2012. In Florida, black turnout fell by 4.2 percentage points. Former Bradenton City Council candidate Keenan Wooten says the drop can be attributed to a bigger issue.
I can tie that to just living conditions, the wealth gap here in America, where most African American families are struggling.
And according to Wooten, it's African American millennials that are struggling the most.
There was a study that said most millennials are staying home with their parents. They're struggling trying to find their way, struggling with life situations. So then they have to come around and try to stay active on the political scale, but that might not be a reality when I'm trying to find out what I'm going to eat tonight, what I'm going to do tonight.
And Wooten is right. The turnout rate increased across racial and ethnic groups with the exception of black millennials, 49.4% of whom turned out in 2016, compared with 55% in 2012, a decline that can be attributed to one common denominator.
No one can come after President Barack Obama as far as the African American community is concerned. I mean, he's their hero. He's our hero.
Barack Obama was no longer on the ballot, and that took a toll.
New College of Florida political professor Frank Alcock says candidates on either side may not have inspired as much enthusiasm as they could have.
You can't pinpoint it with either the campaign and candidacy or the black community, but I think there does need to be a better understanding on all sides that you have to work really, really hard to engage all constituencies.
Wooten says he's more concerned with African American turnout being worse with local races.
The real work is here locally, and that's where a lot of African Americans are just not engaged and not engaged enough. I try to hold these local politicians accountable to be visible, to go to the people, and not just coming out during election time. Stay visible so African Americans can gain your trust and know, hey, I'm in the trenches with you.
Bottom line, says Wooten, the number of voters in the black community needs to increase.
African Americans have been more engaged in the critiquing process of critiquing President Trump, but we're still not engaged at the polls.
Now, Alan, while black turnout declined dramatically, Latino and Asian American turnout went up even more.
All right, a lot to talk about, Dwayne. Thank you.